Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a journal flip of the second 3 months of 2022. So this is April through June of 2022 through of this journal. I'm going to start flipping the pages as I talk and just talk about my process and the journal and what I do, and not specifically talk about each page individually. So I start out each month with a 2-page spread, and this is how I keep track of my week. But let me back up a little bit. This is an A5 Seven Seas journal. It's made by, I get it from nanamipaper.com, and it's 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. Let me find a blank page to show you. Oh, that's not blank. That's not blank either. Okay, there's a blank page. It's a dotted grid. Oh, actually, it's a cross. These are little baby crosses. It's a cross grid, and it's 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. If you're not familiar with Tomoe River paper, let me tell you a little bit about it. It's Japanese paper that's made specifically for fountain pen users, and it also takes watercolor beautifully. It's very, very thin, but it does not bleed through if you use fountain pens. Some markers will bleed through, but other fountain pens do not bleed through, and watercolor does not bleed through. And listen to the crinkle of the pages after you've watercolored on. It is the most wonderful noise I've ever heard. I just love it. So anyways, let's go through with a journal flip starting in April, if I can find it here. Okay, so here's my 2-month calendar. The cover is cork, and it's from a company called Documented Journey. She's actually closing her shop for a couple months, so you can't buy a cork cover right from her right now, but you can make your own, which is something that I did. I actually bought some cork and made my own cover for another journal that I have, and here's an example of it. I bought this piece of just a plain beige cork, and then I bought this seashell print and just sewed the pocket on and sewed the inside tabs in here and stuck the book in, and voila, it works fine. So if you have a sewing machine, that's something that you could do yourself. Anyways, the monthly tabs came from Etsy, and I'll link that shop down below. I've been doing this type of journaling for the past 7 years. I've used this book for about 6 years now. It took me a little while to find something that I really like to use. I start every month with a 2-page calendar, like I showed you, and then I do a page layout a day. This is my favorite type of paper to journal and watercolor on. I usually draw something in the morning and then journal about my day in the evening. The drawings rarely relate to my day. I just go on Pinterest and find something that in my feed that I feel like drawing, or other things, and that's what I put on my page for the day. My journaling is just about my day, what I did, or what's going on in the world. As I said, I find most of my drawings on Pinterest. I go to my feed for inspiration, then draw and paint in my journal. I write on the pages. I add pockets, tip-ins, photos, ticket stubs, receipts, magazine cutouts, you name it. Printouts from the printer, things about my day, anything goes for it. And that's why this journal is so fat. Look how chunky it is, and I'm only halfway through the year. I almost always use watercolors on my drawings, although sometimes I just leave them in pencil, or I color them in with colored pencils, or I sometimes do lettering with different pens or markers. My favorite pen to journal with is a Uniball Signo 207, which is one of these right here. Nothing special. Sometimes I use this Pentel Energel as well. But I always use black ink. I can't stand to use different color ink in my journal. Setting up this kind of a daily practice really improves your drawing and lettering skills. I do this every single day. I have not missed a day in 7 years, so I have 7 years worth of daily journal entries. I've seen a big improvement in my drawing and painting since I started this 7 years ago. I don't write anything private or sensitive on these pages. These journals are for my daughters to inherit and someday be passed down to future generations. I think that one day they'll enjoy seeing my handwriting again or learn about what kind of day I had. Or maybe they won't, but that's up to them to decide. I also keep a writing journal, but that's private and not to be shared with anyone. I've been doing those journals for about more than 10 years, and I'm on my 115th book. Storage becomes an issue for those things. I really enjoy looking back on my pages and sometimes have to refer to them to see when a specific incident occurred. It's a great way to keep track of your memories. A lot of people say they don't have the time or discipline to do this every day. It's not something that you have to do every day. You can write or draw whenever you want to. Don't burden yourself by insisting that you do it every day if that's not your thing. It'll take the joy out of doing it, and it'll become a burden rather than something that you look forward to doing. I look forward to doing this every day, and that's what works for me. Some people use this book just for drawing. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please like and even subscribe if you're interested in seeing more videos from me. I'm getting ready to film another art supply haul and my top 5 June favorites. I also may do a journal on packing art supplies for a trip. That's all for now. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks a lot and have a great week.